Hey guys, welcome back to the Collect the Magic channel. Today we're doing something we've never done before. We're doing a top 10 countdown. Because we get to talking about Funko Pops and then it really turns into, I wouldn't say it's an argument.
You argue with me.
We do, over what we think would be really cool pops or really cool pop lines.
Yeah.
So I came up with a really awesome idea, and I've seen other YouTubers do this as well. We both created a top 10 list separately, so there's
20.
Hopefully 20 different ones, if there's no crossover, which I think potentially one. If you include, there's only one on my list you would have put on your list.
Okay.
And that's if you put it in your top 10. The rest of them I don't think you put in your top 10. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and...
Do you want to start?
Sure, I'll do number 10. We're gonna go 10 through 1. So my number 10, and we haven't seen each other's lists yet either. So we did these separately. My number 10 is a cartoon from the 90s.
Get on with it.
Inspector Gadget. And an individual pop. I think it would be really, really cool to have...
Just do an individual pop with Inspector Gadget.
Well, you could do Penny or you could do Claw, but I think I would personally would not mind if they just did Inspector Gadget. He would be my number 10 for pops I really would want.
That's weird.
I think it'd be cool.
How would you even do that? I mean, like, he has all the gadgets and, like...
He would be the only pop I could actually be okay with being a bobblehead because of the spring.
But see, that'd be because it would be the neck, and
It would be cool. Anyway, what's your number 10?
Well,
For a pop you'd want.
For me, I think probably my number 10 choice would be something we talked about a little earlier, The Nanny.
The Nanny.
The Nanny as a line.
Good show.
Fantastic show.
Great.
They would have to do Niles and Cece, but Cece before she got
In love with Niles.
yeah, when she was the bad, awesome
VACC.
Yeah. That's what we'll call her. Oh, I loved her. And even though Fran Drescher with the voice, they would have to do her in Sheffield because, you know.
It's a thing.
But I wouldn't be bad if they just did Niles and Cece and then we could make them fight for forever. It would be great. I would love it.
Do you want to know what my number 10 was before Inspector Gadget got bumped to number 10? I had a number 10 and then it got bumped.
Okay.
A huge line of a video game that I really loved growing up and has a ton of sequels, Mario Kart. But they'd have to be in the cars.
But see, this goes back to the conversation we had about Nintendo.
Yeah, well, this is, okay, disclaimer, some of these are not realistic. Like, Funko probably won't do a lot of these on my list. These are the stuff I'd like to see.
Because Amiibo is Amiibo, right?
Yeah, Amiibo.
It's so,
popular.
Well,
and collector-ish.
Not even, I mean, it's in direct competition with Funko, so they're not gonna do that.
Sure.
They're
but just for sakes of the argument, I would have put in that line Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Toad, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Wario, Waluigi, and Shy Guy. And only Shy Guy because otherwise it was 9 and 10. Odd number, it bothered me. Anyway, you want to do your number 9 since I went first last time?
My number 9 is gonna be, I'm gonna say Fruits Basket. And he doesn't know anime, he doesn't understand, but it would be fantastic if, you know, you see the Rapunzel up there, they have Rapunzel and Pascal. It would be awesome if they did like Kyo with his little tiny orange cat, and then they would have to do a Kyo exclusive with him being the monster because I would just die. But it would be a bigger line. It would be, they would have to do at least the 13 Zodiac plus Toru because otherwise it wouldn't work.
From what you've told me about that anime, I could see it working in pop form.
Oh, they are just so cute and I love them. And Hatsuharu is my favorite, so if they didn't do him, I would have to boycott.
Yeah. Alright, my number 9 is something we've never talked about.
Okay, that's rare.
It is, but I thought of it and I'm like, yeah, that's gotta make my list. It was a book series turned into a TV show, and it's the monsters from, the iconic monsters from Goosebumps. Like the Haunted Mask, ideally the Haunted Mask, Slappy, the Horrorland Horrors, and the Pumpkinheads. But there are so many others you could do.
We went to see that movie.
We did, and it was great. I loved it.
It was good.
It was a good movie.
I mean, it had more nostalgic value than good cinematic value.
It really did, but it was good. Like I went to it because for a nostalgic value.
Yeah, let's be honest. I've never read them. Girly Girl,
I've read
American
them all.
Girl dolls. Come on.
It was probably my favorite book series growing up. One of my favorite TV shows growing up, and I think a pop line would be really cool. So that was my number 9.
All right, so my number 8 is going to be one that we can probably both agree on, but it'll never happen. Black Cauldron.
Yeah, and I'll tell you quick. I'm gonna quick interject here. That did not make my list, but it is one of my honorable mentions. That would be in my top 20. But
I would love the Horn King just because I feel like he would fit in really well with Chernobog and the Sorcerer Mickey line. I feel like that would be.
But let's face it, this movie never happened.
No,
This movie
never happened. Almost. Hunchback of Notre Dame is another one of those that almost never happened.
But it did.
But it did.
It did, and it was great.
So, I mean, yeah, just the Horn King would look so lovely up there in my Disney Villains collection.
Yeah. My number 8, also Disney, but not a Disney movie. Well, it did have a couple movies, but it was a TV show first, from the 90s. One Saturday morning, Recess.
That almost made my list.
Recess? Was it on your short list?
Oh, it was. It was probably number 11. Recess was probably.
It would be such a huge line, because these would be the ones
They could just do the main 5 and
6.
then. Was it 6?
TJ, Gretchen, Vince, Mikey, Spinelli, and Gus.
Yes. Well, they could do those and then have a Miss Finster 6-inch with a mini Randall. Like they just did the Sully and Boo.
Or
that
like
exclusive.
you could even do it at like what they did with Jack and the Vampire Teddy. You could do it that way too.
But no.
But bigger.
No, she'd have to be a 6-inch.
But I would also do Principal Prickly, Miss Finster, and King Bob just because I saw a custom of King
Bob
Bob.
was always an
But I saw a custom.
character.
Props, I don't know who did the custom, but whoever did the custom, it turned out phenomenal. I think I showed you it. It turned out great.
I love Recess.
And yeah, so that was.
Okay, so what are we at?
But
7?
I'll tell you what 8 almost was. It almost was just a One Saturday Morning line. Like Pepper Ann and Weekenders.
Nobody liked Pepper Ann.
But then I realized that Recess was the cornerstone of
It
One
really
Saturday
was.
Morning.
Why don't they have those on DVD? I would buy those
I'd
DVDs.
buy that.
Oh my
I'd buy
god.
that.
Just okay, so number 7. I'm gonna say Young Justice. If you followed, my movie or our videos here, I made a McGann Young Justice Pops, and there are others in the works.
That video never made it to the channel.
Really?
The memory card corrupted. That video never made it to the channel. There was a lost episode of Collect the Magic where we showed off 2 customs while we were making them. I did Sid from Toy Stories. You did
McGann
Martian from Young Justice.
From Young Justice. And
which both turned out phenomenal, which we'll showcase eventually.
They really did. They turned out really well. I have all of the main first season Young Justice Pops in the works, but I think that they would just be fantastic. They'd be really good with the Teen Titans DC line. It would just be great.
I'll be honest, I knew that was going to be in your top 10.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to be much higher. I thought it was going to be your top 10, or top 3.
I thought of things that I thought were better.
I thought it'd be your top 3. My number 7 is one I think we've talked about. I'm pretty sure we've talked about between the two. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And the reason that I want this so bad is because it falls in under the holiday line, like Christmas, but it's Disney, and that's Mickey's Christmas Carol. I think they would be really well as Pops, because it's one of my favorite Christmas things of all time. We're in the Christmas season, and yeah, your Christmas tree's right there.
The only one that I would want out of that line is Mickey, or as Goofy as Bob Marley. That's
Jacob Marley.
Jacob Marley.
Bob Marley. Jacob Marley.
That was totally Zombieland moment right there.
They could do the him like they did with the San Diego Comic-Con Anna.
This was a great purchase.
It was. She has the whole ornament set from that, but I think it'd be really cool. Specifically, Scrooge, Goofy as Marley, and then the 3 ghosts of the Christmases, because I think it'd be cool if you did a 6-inch Willie the Giant with a little Jiminy Cricket.
I love Willie the Giant.
And then just Pete, because Pete, I'll tell you this, also honorable mention, Pete, the Disney villain.
Yeah, where the heck is he?
Made my short list, and the reason I took him off,
fantastic.
he was in my
custom of him.
Yeah, he'd be so hard. Because which one do you pick? Which Pete do you pick? That's the reason I left Pete off, because if I were to pick a Pete to do, I would do the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Pete would have been really good with the Steamboat Willie.
Oh yeah, Peg Like Pete.
If they would have done Peg Like Pete and Steamboat Willie, that would have been.
But the 2 Petes that he's mostly.
That's probably one of my honorable mentions. Is Jensen.
He probably would have been mine too.
I'm still mad about that Once Upon a Time.
But there's 2. But there are two Petes that everybody remembers. The one from Mickey's Christmas Carol and then from Goofy movie. Because those were the two things he was in the most. Or the most iconic. And you're not going to do Goofy from a Goofy movie because he's too plain. So you got to do him when he goes to Christmas Future.
That thing about Goofy.
Family Channel. Anyway, so that would be my number 7. So number 6, I'll do my number 6 first because you're gonna zone out and tune out for a moment. Because my number 6 is a thing that you have repeatedly told me you never want me to talk about because you're not a fan of it. Can you guess what it is?
There are so many.
I talk about it all the time. It's one of my favorite things in the world.
That dumb claptrap you got?
That'd be my negative top 10. Really?
Oh, Power Rangers.
No.
Probably.
My number 6, Jeff Probst, the host of Survivor.
Oh.
Yep. She hates Survivor. I love it. I've seen every single season. I even rewatch seasons. I love that show. We're in the middle of, oh my gosh, the finale of Second Chance is coming up, and I'm so excited to see who wins.
Does anybody else care about this?
Oh,
I don't care about this.
This would be one of them that wouldn't be a line. It would just be Jeff Probst.
Nobody would buy them.
I would. I'd buy them all. I'd have a little army of Jeff Probst.
That'd be like me saying they should make a Gordon Ramsay line.
You would buy the Gordon Ramsay. So don't even give me that. Because you would buy it. You do the same thing. And you'd get one for every show he's on. You'd get one for Hell's Kitchen. You'd get one for MasterChef and MasterChef Junior.
So sue me. I like cooking shows. Leave me alone.
And I like Survivor. I think Jeff Probst would be really cool.
You like cooking shows too.
I do. I like Gordon Ramsay.
You can't cook.
No, I can't. I'd be on Worst Cooks in America. In fact, they'd even say.
I would love those.
They would go on, I'd go on Worst Cook in America, they say, no, there's no help for you.
Yeah, I know. I would
show.
get you back and I would be like, really?
We couldn't help this guy cook. I can barely make cereal. It's a problem. Anyway, Jeff Probst from Survivor. So you're number 6.
Alright, so number 6. Number 6 is another one. You might actually know this one. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I would love those.
Yeah.
I would love Zuko. Anime crush right there. Zuko. Oh my god.
Did not make my short list, but that would be a cool pop line.
And it would be super easy because, there's only the main cast. There's, Aang, Katara, Sokka, Toph, and...
They could do a pop rides
and
of...
Zuko.
What's his name? Oh my gosh. Don't kill me.
Appa.
Thank you. A pop ride of that. I couldn't think of the thing's name. I'm like, what is that thing name? Yeah, they could do a pop rides of that. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that would be so cool.
Oh, it would be great. I would love that.
That'd be so awesome.
And then they would have to do an exclusive Uncle.
Yeah.
Because Uncle's fantastic.
That could be a Comic-Con exclusive. I don't think they'd make that like a Hot Topic exclusive. That'd be like a Comic-Con.
Yeah, that one would be like the limited to 1,000 pieces.
Because
like
normally those are characters no one cares about anyway.
Oh, like that Regina!
Why is that Regina so expensive? I don't get it. It's not a character you would think.
I want her so much.
Oh, I do too, but anyway.
I'm not going to pay for it.
Alright, what do we got, number 6?
Yeah, go.
My number 6, you will agree with me because we've talked about this a million times.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go on a little rant here.
A little rant?
It's a Disney pop. And Disney pops, every Disney line, like, they have the title characters. And this movie...
Just tell them,
this movie has every single character except... where's Aladdin? There's no Aladdin. And there's
he
more.
wants carpet as a pop ride, but
I think it'd be cool.
I'm sitting here thinking, how difficult would it be to find a decent paint job?
Anyway, but they've done Jasmine, Genie, Jafar, the Where's Aladdin, and I think it'd be, and they even have to put him.
They didn't do many of the men. They did the Frozen men. They did.
They only they
Frozen.
didn't do, yeah,
they did Frozen.
but they didn't do Hans. They did Kristoff.
But still.
But yeah, they did a man. But Aladdin's the title character, and they did all the other characters from that movie. I don't understand why he's not there. And because like Rapunzel has Pascal and Tiana has Naveen, put Abu with him just because. I think that's actually on my list.
I'm not saying I wouldn't buy it.
It says Aladdin with Abu. Well, Aladdin's one of my favorite Disney movies, and I'm just really frustrated that they haven't made an Aladdin yet.
Oh, now One Jump is gonna be in my head.
One Jump.
Okay, stop. Okay.
But yeah, good. So yeah.